Hi, hello, what's up y'all? It's Madeline, and today I thought I would film the second episode in my College Fashions series. So I decided that this one was going to be all about rush tips, and I might throw in some little outfits that you might want to wear for rush at the end. Haven't quite decided yet, so don't get your hopes up for that one. But yeah, I have a lot of tips to help you survive rush and just hopefully get into the sorority of your dreams. And yeah, let's hop on into it. So the first tip I have for you guys is to be yourself. Like, you'll hear that so many times, but it's so true. No one wants to put a fake girl in their sorority, and this is coming from me being on the side of the rushy and being on the side of an active member. So last year my sorority had rush, and I got to be one of the people that helped pick the girls that we were going to give bids to, and just go through rush on the other side of it, not being a potential new member. And you can honestly just really tell when girls are being fake. Like when they're talking about things that they really don't care about just because they think that's what you want to hear. You can tell really easily. You might think that, oh, I can fake it till I make it. No, you can't. You really can't. But yeah, just be genuine. Be yourself. I would much rather have a good conversation with a girl who's being herself, even though we don't share as many interests, than someone who knows what I'm interested in and is going to play to those interests to get her advantage. Just because I know the other girl is being genuine whereas she's being fake. Along those lines, my second tip is to be sincere. And those sound like the same things: be yourself, be genuine, be sincere. But honestly, what I mean by that is be sincere in the fact that you genuinely want to be there. You want to be at the house that you're at that moment. And that you genuinely want to talk to the girl that you were talking to at that moment. Just being intentional about it and not continually looking to, oh, I'm going to this house next, what do I need to think about this? But just being there and present, and really focusing on why you're there and who you're talking to and pouring into that specific girl will help you out in the long run, because like I said, it does help you seem sincere and genuine and like you really care. Tip number 3 is that confidence is key. So you want to go in being confident, not, oh, I'm hot stuff, I have this in the bag, because no, you don't. We always tell our girls that are going through rush that no person is guaranteed a bid. I definitely thought that I had a secure bid going into rush my freshman year, and I ended up getting in the sorority I wanted to, but there was a point in time that I started freaking out thinking, oh my gosh, I thought I had this in the bag, but I really didn't. But it all turned out fine. But yeah, so just be confident but not overly prideful. But also, going along with confidence is key. Stay humble, like I said, but then also posture. You want to appear confident in the way that you walk and carry yourself. You want to stand up straight, don't slouch. Slouching just makes you seem like you're scared. It's proven that body language, like slouching, just is for those who are more reserved, not as open. I'm an introvert and I slouch a lot, so those two go hand in hand. I'd rather not be around people, so I kind of close myself off posture-wise. But if you're confident, you want to stand up tall and straight and just exude confidence from your body language. Take control of the conversation, and just act like you know what you're doing. This is one area that you can fake it till you make it. Act like you're confident and they will think that you were confident. Number 4 is to dress to impress within guidelines, basically. So what I mean by that is dress to impress, but don't overdress to where you're like wearing a formal gown to like rush. That's just weird. I have seen a girl do that. To each their own, but you know, don't do that. Also, it's going to be hot if you're rushing in the South. I know whenever I rush, our rush at my school was in October, and it was still 100 degrees in October, and you're walking around from place to place. Number 5 is to ask about them. That's something I want to stress as much as possible. but just ask them about their sorority. Ask them why they joined that sorority, why they love their service. Get to know the feel of the sorority itself, because you're going to end up in a sorority that you don't want because you like their reputation around campus. Like, find out what's really them. But then also ask about the girls. Like I said in my roommates video, ask them questions about themselves, because it opens up doors for friendships and shows them that you're actually interested in them. But yeah, that was like my number one thing whenever I was on the other side of Rush and girls would come up to me and ask me about myself. I was like, oh, this girl really wants to know about myself. She just doesn't want to talk my ear off about herself and why she should be in ADK. Like, number 6 is to find your passion and talk about it. One of the number one questions that our president last year told us to ask is, what's your passion? And I'm not saying like every sorority is going to ask that question, but if you find something that you're very interested in and you have a heart for, the sororities are going to want to know about that, because it shows you them. It shows them you, and it really just shows that you're being open and honest with them. So like, your passion could be YouTube. Talk to them about YouTube. That's such a great opportunity. Your passion could be serving at your local mission place. That's awesome. Talk about it. Your passion could be your major. So like, say your major is history. You love history. You're passionate about history. You think it's the coolest thing ever. Talk about it. They want to know. That's all there is to it. Also, your passion helps you stand out. So, going back to the first point, don't be fake about what your passion is. My sorority's philanthropy is Ronald McDonald House, so basically working with kids with cancer and their families and helping them out as much as possible. And every single girl that came into our room during Rush last year knew that we worked at the Ronald McDonald House. And so when we asked them what their passion was, I would say 80 to 90% of girls would say, oh, I love kids. I love helping kids with special needs, or I love kids that are going through a hard time. I want to be a teacher. And like, if you really want to be a teacher, that's great. If you really do have a heart for kids at the Ronald McDonald House, that's cool. Like, there was a girl who had been in the Ronald McDonald House when she was little, and she really did have a heart for it, and it really helped her. And that's awesome, but don't just play to what you know they do. Number 7 is, I hate when girls do this, but don't ask about parties and frat guys and just like the party scene and social events. Like, there's a time to talk about social events during Rush, because they are a big part of what a sorority is, even though the majority of it is sisterhood and philanthropy. But we do have mixers and date nights and stuff like that, and that's fine and dandy. There's a day that y'all talk about that, but don't just straight up ask about like parties on Saturday nights that everyone goes to and ragers and stuff like that. First of all, like, my sorority never really did that, so when girls asked about that, I was like, are you at the wrong school? Like, what are you doing? But I know a lot of sororities that do have parties and stuff like that, and that's fine and dandy, like, to each their own. But don't just blatantly ask about it, because that's not the reason that you join a sorority for. You can not join a sorority and still go to parties. Number 8 is to don't force it. If you are like really wanting the sorority going into it, but then you realize like, oh, I don't actually really like them as much as I thought I would, don't keep going towards that sorority if you really don't like it. And then my last point is to be honest about what you like and tell them. My number 2 thing I would tell girls, I guess, going into Rush was to tell me if you like us. Because we have no way of knowing if you like us, because if you don't tell us. But that is all the tips I have for you. If you have any questions about Rush, leave them in a comment down below, and I would love to help you out as much as I can with that. If you're rushing, I wish you the best of luck. I hope that you get the sorority that you are really hoping for. I hope that the Lord gives you clarity about where you're supposed to be. Thank you for watching so much, you guys. Give this video a thumbs up if that helped you at all, and subscribe down below. And I will see y'all in my next College Fashions video. Thanks, you guys.